Okay, it's Victor, and I'm gonna try 100 kilograms.
Give me a break, man, give him a break, because he sure deserves one. And when he's back from his break, you'll see his parts made in Japan. He is the modern man. So give him a break.
Victor, Gimmeabreakman, Flakman. A few months ago, a month ago or so, I broke my GoPro 7. And my wife has travel insurance, and she was using it. Well, we broke it together at the beach. We were at the beach and it stopped working, so she sent it off. She talked to GoPro here in Japan, and they agreed to send us a new one. So, well, her insurance covered it, and they sent it to us in this weird case. Isn't this weird? It's a weird case. Look at that. So there it is. Send us a new one. I guess it's new, just the GoPro in this weird case. But during that time, I wasn't able to make any videos, and I gotta tell you, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but Maggie Sensei, who runs the Maggie Sensei site, felt sorry for me, and she got me this for my birthday. It's a belated birthday present. It's GoPro 8 with Hyper Smooth 2. And I've been so busy I haven't even opened it, so I'm going to do that now. I got this last week actually. I was looking at getting the GoPro Max, but after looking at a lot of videos, I'm glad I didn't. There we go, there we go. Whoa! That's strange. There we go. There it is, there's the beauty. Let's test it out. Now this is very different. I want to show you. Let's take this off. There's no reason to have this on there. I don't have any equipment with me today. So I've got a lot of, accessories and stuff for the GoPro 7, which apparently will work with the 8 just as well. So it comes with a battery, the new battery. Apparently it's a better battery. But these will work also with the 7. GoPro says that the old batteries won't work with the 8, but apparently they do. Little pad, and a USB-C wire, and some instructions, right, in various languages, I'm assuming. That's all. That's the whole thing. Yeah, so this is the 3 things that come in the box, right? I don't know why we need that. Because, yeah, that's strange. Huh. Well, here's something. Oh, I see. Okay. So you can take that off. You can use this thing that comes on top here. And click that onto there. Yeah. Now here's the let's go sticky back there. So here's something interesting about the GoPro 8. These things fold right in there. See. The GoPro 7 doesn't have anything on the bottom there. You've got to actually put this in a case. The GoPro 7 needs to go in a case. The 8 doesn't. And it's a little bit smaller. No, it's a little bit bigger. Oh, it's a little bit bigger, isn't it? Yeah. That's the 8. That's the 7. The 8's a little bit bigger. A little bit thinner. Is it thinner? No, it's a little bit thicker too. It's a little bit thicker. But it doesn't have this thing on the lens here. See, the 7's got this little kind of protective edge coming out on the lens. This one doesn't. It's flat. I've ordered a protective screen to put on that. I've got to do that for the 7 too. I forgot because it's a new 7. So, yeah. And apparently, opening the battery case is a pain in the ass. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to click down here. You need a nail for that. And then. Voice question. And then lift this. Oh, whoa! Comes right off. Comes just. Look at that. Did I break it already? Oh, that comes right off. I'm assuming it goes right back on too. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Battery goes in there. Okay, let's do that. Oh, and of course I need a chip. Oh, I don't have a chip. Just 4 gigabytes. Oh, okay. I don't remember ever even buying that. Okay, let's put that in. Right? Put that right in there. Just push it in. That's what she said. Okay, here we go. And I guess we're ready. Got this screen on the back, this picture on the back. It's weird. See, a little fake photograph on the back there. I'll have the nails. There we go. A little picture, no fun. And I'm assuming it turns on just like the other one. It's powered on here. There we go. Yep, turns right on. And you can see it works fine. This is GoPro. Fades away. English, okay. Give you language, legal stuff. Disagree, I don't even read that. Agree, I just sold my soul. Captures the location where your videos and photos are. Okay, on. Install the GoPro app on your phone to finish up the setup. I've already done that. Leave your camera on and follow the app instructions. Leave your camera on and follow the app instructions. Yeah. Why does it always take for? Oh, here we go. There we go. See? Yay! Those are all your choices. Oh, look. Look at that. Huh. Interesting, huh? Okay. Let me put this there. I guess I'll put this over here so you can see. Okay. I got the GoPro 8 here. It's 60 frames per second and it's 1080p. And it's got Super Boost on. I'll put this on my head. Just a minute. Put this on my head right here, and I guess I can connect it to the Wi-Fi here. Let me see, and I think we're off. Yeah. Okay, that's connected to the phone. GoPro 7 control connecting. It is a chilly day. I've got a kind of a styrofoam wind sock cover. It's actually made for the GoPro 7. Oh. No, this is GoPro 8 I'm on, so I'm connected to the GoPro 8. Ooh, it is pretty windy today. It's 9 a.m. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, it says preview is unavailable. Really? Well, let's stop for a second. Check the image. We are recording. Hey. I've got that windsock on there, so it's creating kind of a circular opening there. That's all right. Am I recording? I can't tell if I... Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go through Nagoya Station. Hey guys, wow, you know, I don't know what's happening in the news that much. I saw there was something on the news about Japanese women aren't allowed to wear glasses. I think a lot of these news stories, excuse my sniffling, it's windy as hell. I don't have a cold or anything, but it is cold season. So whenever you see news about Japan, about some crazy story in Japan, it's often exaggerated, and it's often something that most Japanese aren't even, are peripherally aware of. As in, they don't even notice. I almost hit that guy. They're not really aware of it. They don't care. You know. The Shinkansen up there. Let's see. So like this eyeglass, you know, you may have seen a story recently about Japanese women can't wear high heels, or they have to wear high heels in the office a few months ago, and now they're not allowed to wear glasses. Sumishimasu. Sumimasen. Arigato. Can't get around these old people. Sumimasen. Yeah. So I talked to my wife about that. She goes, "Oh yeah, I heard something about that," but nobody cares. But you know, of course, internationally, it's the front page story. Oh my God! So the screen. Let's pull back the screen a little bit around the lens. Get a better picture there. Huh? How's that? A little better? A little better. Okay. So anyway, that's not really a big story. I didn't see Hiko Simon's video on that, but I should have. I always mean to watch it. I get up really early a lot of times, like 4 a.m. and I go to bed fairly early too. Kind of a vicious cycle. I saw a headline saying that doing that depresses you. Going to bed early and getting up early is depressing. It could be right. But if I do that, I can get to the gym, get some work done. Get a workout in before real work. Let's see. Oh, I was going to go in the Nagoya station, but I didn't. Oh, too late. This is a nice street though. One of the streets I take to work. Now apparently, GoPro has some horizon stabilizing software into the new GoPro 8. I don't really see it working right now, but maybe it happens later. Well, here's a nice little tour. At the beginning of the video, I showed you the night vision. That works pretty well too. I think it looks pretty good at night. I'm not sure if it looks better than the 7. I'll have to test that out sometime. Maybe next Thursday. Thursdays I work late. It doesn't matter. I stay out late. Everyone's sleeping by the time we get home. When you have kids and you work a lot, you have to really try to get home early and spend some time with them. They're pretty good with me though. They're better with me. They seem to look forward to seeing me. In the morning, I go to bed. They go to bed, I'm not there, but when they wake up, I'm there. On a few nights. Most nights I put them in bed, so. Let's see. What's the time here? Okay. It's November 15th. Oh, middle of the month, yeah. Damn. And it is finally, just this week, started to get cold, just 2 days ago. Before that, it's been warm. You don't even need jackets. I'm now wearing 3 layers of jackets because it's chilly. So very thin layers, so I can take them off as I overheat. Yeah, I run the red lights. I'm pretty loose about running red lights if there's no one around. And I'm not going to endanger anyone. If there's no cars coming, it would be kind of silly not to run the red light. Okay, here we go. There's a nice street coming up on the right. I think it's called Endojin. Endoji, where we have a lot of yeah, I'll go there it is. Endoji. Maybe I'll cross over there. They have a, see, there it is. Nice little old-fashioned street with shops and shit. Shops and stuff on it. And it's no cars. Nice, it's a nice street, see? Yeah, I like this street. I feel like Nagoya is just getting better and better. Temple there, shrine, temple. There's another, look at that, coming to pray. That's nice, isn't it? Rebuilding a store. The new store is coming. Yeah, there's a butcher up early. That's a, I want to say tequila store, but I'm sure they sell other things besides tequila. I've had tequila there. Okay, let's take you now down to one of the side streets here. One of the fushigi na, the mysteries of Japan, are streets like this and old houses like this. See on the right? Look at that. It's nice, right? And the old style castle-like walls on the left here. Old brick. I love these old houses, old wooden houses. Of course, they're fire hazards. You know, usually old people still using heaters and stuff. I guess that's what you got to change, is let old people continue living there. Of course, can't kick them out, but teach them how to. What's up? A Soares Rock. Teach them how to heat their homes. Oh, that's nice. So this is a protected road. As you can see, all the houses are the same. Some historical landmark, I guess. So it's a little, here's another little shrine here. Okay. And let's go this way. There's also like a really weird, like, brothel, not a brothel, but a soap land around here somewhere. I passed by accident, of course. I would never go there, but even if I tried, they wouldn't let you in. As I've heard tell, they don't like foreigners. Discrimination. I don't know. Being discriminated against at a whorehouse isn't a big concern of mine. I had a student whose husband made a living. He owned a soap land or something, and she told me that they wouldn't allow foreigners because foreigners don't know when to stop. You know, if you say no means no, even at a brothel. I'm not really sure what happens at those places. I assume it's a hands-on position, if you know what I mean. There's not too much intimacy past that. I'm assuming, though I don't know, as I've said. Yeah, look at these. There's a hormone restaurant, a nice steak restaurant, chicken restaurants, coffee shop, pizza place. No, this is ramen or something. No, udon. That looks like a grocery. Okay. At the end of the year, budgets are starting to run out, so construction increases. Everyone is given a certain amount of budget, right? And if they don't use up their budget by the end of the year, that next year their budgets will be reduced. So a lot of people try to spend their budget before the end of the year, which means a lot of extra construction, that a lot of it needless, I think. I'm imagining, maybe not needless, but rushed for sure. I guess I can go this way. Just saw a very young, pretty girl in a wheelchair there. It reminds me of a woman that I roomed with, not the same room, but a beautiful young girl. I guess she was about 19, I was about 20, 21, maybe she was 18, I don't know. Yeah, she must have been a little bit younger. We had a 3-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn, and we advertised for a roommate, and she answered the ad. And it turns out that she was the older sister of a boy who had been abducted years ago. One of the first children missing. Oh, of course not one of the first. One of the first publicly infamous children to go missing. I guess it would be back in the 1970s, mid 1970s, I guess. And a few years ago, they apparently caught the killer. 30 years after his death. This is a nice area too. Let's check out the Hilton Hotel right here on the right. Right? Beautiful modern hotel. And on the left you have the theater district, which means a lot of older buildings. Used to, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, that's a theater district over there on the left. But you still see some of the older stores here, older style stores. Yeah. It's hard to tell what's old now anymore. Let's see. I'm gonna go down a 100-meter road. Looks a lot like that road. Anyway, when they caught the killer, oh, this is cool. See this shrine here? You see that shrine? That's a shrine painted on a wall, which means don't pee here. Because people pee there. So if you paint a picture of a shrine on the wall, anyone who wants to pee will be like, oh, I can't pee here. There's a shrine, a picture of a shrine. That would be rude. You know, I wonder why Westerners haven't tried that. Like when people are like peeing on the street, they should put up maybe a little cross of Jesus or something, like a ward off vampires. Of course, it would all be someone who would probably destroy it or something. Who knows? Anyway, so they caught the killer, right? And I saw the news, you know, on the internet, and I saw pictures on the internet, and I saw a picture of let's go through the park. Is that possible? Just to show you. Nice park. And I saw a picture of her. I won't say her name, but she was in a wheelchair. I always wondered what happened. I tried calling her once, but her answering machine answered and I just left a message. So I don't know if she ever even heard my message, but... Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh, for pull-ups. That's nice. Good to know. New pull-ups there. Yeah. Oh, shit. There's no path down. Just go down the stairs. I guess I could go down bumpily, but... Oh, a little bit disoriented here. I believe go straight this way and take a right and get to 100-meter road, which is considered or bragged about in Nagoya. I don't know why you would brag about that, but it's the biggest, it's the widest road in all of Japan. Ready? Here it is, coming up to it now. It's not really, because there it is in front of me. See, you got the left side, and then you got that middle park median, right? and then you got the people going in the other direction. So it's not much of a, it's actually like two roads side by side separated by a park, but they call it the biggest road, I guess, because the intersections are all concrete here, as you're about to see. So now I'm crossing, right? Crossing the road now. So this is considered the widest road in Japan. 100-meter doru, 100-meter road, and I'm gonna run the red because that's how I roll. This is a yogurt selling woman. She travels around on her bicycle selling yogurt to people. Let's see. Oh. One of the funny things about Japan is you're starting to see wool caps becoming more common now, but even in summertime people wear wool caps in Japan. It's some kind of fashion thing. But that seems like just torture. The woman in this car, oh, she's a gaijin. Oh, that's actually normal then, because it's cold. Let's see. Just zip my zipper here. They have a weird class of street worker here. People who just stand in front of construction and direct traffic, or make sure you don't fall in a hole. And often they remind me of Peruvian Indians. They just spend so much time outside, their skin gets leathery and reddish brown, and they have an almost empty gaze in their eyes. It almost looks unintelligent, but it could be just lack of interest. Who knows? But you see them quite a bit. Oh, crows. Crows apparently sleep in wooded areas. So if you go down to the river, like Nagoya River, you'll see a bunch of crows. Well, you won't see them because they'll be sleeping, but the crows will sleep in the trees there along the river because there are a lot of trees there. And then during the day, they come to the city to scavenge and pick through people's garbage, shit like that. Asleep. Students always ask me, what's the difference between sleep and asleep? I gotta explain the grammar. There's walking sticks. You see that a lot. More when you go into a touristic walking path to see old people, or even shrines. They use those to get around. I don't see those much in the city. This is the Oskanen area, one of my favorite areas. It's a tattoo studio. It's getting cold, so they're not out now. Usually the owners will be out sitting having a smoke in the morning, or maybe they already did and went back in. I'm always amazed at how many people don't pay attention to their surroundings. Oh, here's an Uber delivery guy. See, Uber Eats. My wife said those guys have a bad rep because they're shiroto, which means amateurs. They're mostly amateurs, which means the food often arrives. I want to say disheveled, that's not the word. The food is all a mess when it finally arrives to you. It's all jumbled around. It's like someone shook the bag, right? So that sucks. I never order Uber Eats. I think Chris often does. Ren man from Japan. I haven't seen him in a while. He's having fun. This kid's a little older than mine. A few more years and I'll be able to escape the house. My daughter fell on her face the other day, smashed her nose. She fell down the stairs on her face of a slide. Of course I was angry and I said to myself, oh, if I had been there I would have protected her, but which is kind of happy. I'm a little bit paranoid about them falling downstairs and stuff, but you know, it can't be helped. Shogunai, that's life. What are you doing? Kids are gonna get hurt. Nothing you can do about that. Except hope. And just do your best, of course, to protect them. I see kids running around parks in Japan though, all the time with no supervision at all, like little kids. I see them on the subway. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing in this country where you see a 6-year-old on the train, on the subway. You know, people have to learn to fend for themselves early here. But it's a safe country, so a big truck. We're 22 minutes now on this batch, and it is a beautiful day. How do the colors look? What do you guys think? Colors look good, right? Look at those. Look at the yellows here. The yellows are actually, I think they actually might, no, yeah, they might be slightly more colorful on the GoPro. Looking at at least looking at my iPhone camera. I look down, I can see my iPhone's, my GoPro app is on, and I can see what my head is filming. So I have an idea. Well, thanks to Yukari and Maggie Sensei, this donation of this GoPro, I will try to start making more regular talking videos as I cycle to work. I'm actually past work now, but I cycle down the street and then come back just to get a little exercise in. But to make it more interesting, I think I have to start reading the news a little bit more. I just haven't had time. I finally put my foot down and told my wife we need to watch the news. We can't be watching Ampaman and kids shows all day after I get home. I gotta know what's going on. I don't mind spending time with the kids, but give me 15 minutes of some real news. I suppose I could sneak some news in at work. Yeah, that's always an option. Well, when I get up early, just read some Japanese news instead of reading about Trump's impeachment hearings or... Yeah. I always wake up thinking, what ridiculous thing has happened today. Today, of course, it was shootings. Woke up I think some place in California, some place that starts with San, I don't even know, San Clemente or something. There was a shooting, 1 dead, 5 injured, something like that. We've all become immune to that now because it's so common. So this park here, you can't see it on this side, but often a lot of homeless people set up tents there. Gary Arg made a video talking to some of them. Kind of interesting. I don't think I'd feel comfortable doing that. I would feel, see over there, you can see that they've got their little homes, right? It's right under the highway, so they're protected from the rain. Not from the crows though. Oh shit. A little bit behind schedule, so turn around soon. Get back to Sakai. I wanted to go by the Eon over here on the left. There's a huge Eon shopping mall here. On the left, as you can see. There's sports centers, like billiards and game centers, game rooms, and huge love hotels right behind it. But I always think it's funny how Japan mixes Text is just spattered all around. Spattered? Spread out? Scattered? Yeah, scattered. All around Japan. You'll have a shopping mall right behind it. 3 huge love hotels. There'll be a school right next to it. There'll be a love hotel. Amazing. Nobody seems to bat an eye here. I was once in Takayama years and years ago with a girlfriend. An ex-girlfriend. And we were looking for a love hotel to spend the night. Because, you know, love hotels are actually cheaper than real hotels. So you're better off just staying in a love hotel if you're traveling. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're traveling around Japan, stay at a love hotel. Save some money. And we were looking for a love hotel in Takayama. We couldn't find any, so I just asked the taxi driver. I said, "Where's the nearest love hotel?" He's like, I was driving, right? So, and he said, "Oh, there's no love hotels in the city. You gotta drive out of the city." There's a foreigner coming up here on my right. You see him right across the street? He's got the red helmet on. I pass him quite often on this road. He never smiles or anything. Not that you have to smile. But yeah, I was saying earlier, I think it's always amazing. Bicyclists not so much because they have to look, they have to keep their eyes open so they don't crash. But when you see people walking, they've often got their heads down. And they don't seem to notice anything that's happening around them at all. Well, this GoPro has a USB-C input where I can connect the GoPro 7 mic to it. However, it also means the battery will fall out because it opens up to the whole side. But it's doable. But there's no case that actually fits that scenario. Though I did buy a plastic case that's coming soon, and I could easily just cut a hole out for the USB-C. Yeah, that would work. I could cut a hole out, the USB-C hole, and then connect the mic adapter to it. It's a boring conversation I'm having right now. You'd have to know what I'm talking about for that to make any sense, but I can hack it. I mean, I can make a hack for it. In case the sound today is not very good. But I don't know. What are they doing over here? Why are they digging up the park? It's weird. Oh. So if the sound is bad today, don't worry, it will be better in the future. Okay, when I come to the top of this hill, I turn around and go back. So thanks for joining me today on this bicycle ride through Nagoya on the way to work on November 14th, early in the morning, with the new GoPro 8. I hope the sound was okay. I hope the wind guard that I put on this camera worked. And I'm using stabilization, so the camera should be pretty stable. I don't think it's the boost mode, but I don't know if there's any way to check for that. Okay. Across this and then turn around. Okay, it's Victor, and I'm going to try 100 kilograms. もう30代の時もできなかった。52 years old, 100 kilograms 3 times. イエイ！ありがとうございます。今日嬉しい。ずっとできなくて、精神的にダメだと思った。あ、できたね。
できたね。